Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about Veho now supports package theft. Some people say that money changes people. And to be honest, I respectfully disagree. It doesn't change people at all. It only reveals what has already been there in the first place. Some people saw how Doordash was going to turn out long time ago in like 2013 when they were founded or some crap. And here we are today with Doordash being one of the most notoriously horrendous companies out there right now in terms of their integrity and character. Delivered, same gist, but they revealed how crappy they were very early on with their tip theft and tip fronting practices. And I made sure to expose that behavior long before people even knew how to spell it. You can make the same arguments for Uber, and I would agree with most of them. But today, the gig company that has revealed themselves to be the next scamming company is Veho. So with that said, we are talking about how Veho now supports package theft, what Veho did to me personally, as well as to many others, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain is never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. So with that said, let's get started. Condoning scamming customers. So we all know that support agents are effectively the north side of useless. Customers scam companies all the time, and it always ends up on the driver to do the job. But nowadays, this takes the cake in all kinds of ways. Imagine getting deliveries done and getting a notification from Veho Support stating that you delivered to the wrong address. Please try again. Meanwhile, you not only delivered it to the right address, the picture effing shows it. I delivered the package to the office of this building because that's where packages go, apparently. And I get a notification from support that the address on the package, which was literally on the package and on the door in the picture that I showed, is not where it's supposed to go. Are you stupid? You would think that some of these rejects in support can learn to actually effing read. But apparently that's too damn challenging for Harvard's greatest F-up and his failure of a support team. Literally can't even hire literate human beings. Which explains the next part. Returns don't always pay. So nowadays, Veho is being a lot more selective on when they apply return payments. And not in the way that is helpful for us. Recently, I have had a couple of instances where I've had to return a package back to the warehouse, and they've completely screwed me out on the return trip payment. Now, one time, they did pay me what I was owed after making enough noise about it, after they also claimed that not all returns get paid. And the other time that this happened proved my point entirely, claiming that because I got the route done sooner than expected, they will not pay me what I am owed. So first off, this goes against what gig work is supposed to be about. If you get a route done sooner than expected, that's called being efficient, not a punishable offense. If I wanted to be punished for being efficient, I'd go back to a W-2 job. Why are we punishing effective work and doing the right thing by returning a package because it was undeliverable, or you couldn't get through the gate, or the customer put on an address that doesn't exist? All three of those have happened. And not paying what you're supposed to pay. I have a lot of questions on this regard. But the worst part is that these people aren't in overseas places like the Philippines or India or something. Nikki Baker, the person who has been screwing me over the most at the moment, lives in San Francisco, has a personal brand, has children, which I'm going to assume based on how she treats people is just as abusive to them and her husband as she is to me. Not to mention she gives off a dad is a deadbeat energy. She abused me so much that she wrongfully deactivated me in retaliation and claimed that it was abuse because I was stating facts about how this is going to spin back poorly in her face. Does Veho support package theft? Let's look at the facts real quick. They can't look at photos because they're special needs. They're gonna blame the drivers for not delivering it to the right place, even if you delivered it to the right place. They punish people for returning packages by abusing them. They abuse you, but standing up for yourself is considered abusive to them, and they will silence you for it, which is just all kinds of narcissism. So it seems like it, right? After all, other customers are complaining about that specifically, and clearly they will do whatever it takes to shut you up. So in reality, it's clear as day that it's more valuable to game the system and steal a package rather than to return it to the warehouse. After all, you're not going to be paying more for it. They're just going to scam you because that's what retards do. Final thoughts. Listen, I am not condoning package theft. That is not what I'm doing. I'm not trying to act like stealing from customers is okay, but neither is stealing from your drivers. And the company has proven once again that theft is a forgivable offense. You're gonna gain more value stealing a package than you are going to be bringing it back to the warehouse, because it's not gonna earn you any extra value that way anyway. And that their integrity and character is among the worst than most other gig companies out there. Let's be real for a second. If you're worse than DoorDash, at the size of where most people don't even know who you are, whether it be a security team who just kind of is starting to pick up on the idea that Veho is a company and don't even know who you are or how to spell your company name, which, by the way, the amount of times I've had to spell it because people are like, who? You're gonna fail as a company. It isn't that you can fail, you're going to fail because you are failures. Not to mention your hiring strategy is literally hiring low-functioning autistic people and not having phone lines. Because if they had a phone line, I'd be all over that, man. Thankfully, as I discussed in another video, I'm already at the point where this app was a hindrance to me anyway and took more time away from me and my channel and my long-term goals than it was worth. So I'm not too affected by this at all. In fact, I'm kind of thrilled that this is the way it ends because now I have one final video to wrap it all together. So thank you, douchebags, for wrongfully deactivating me in retaliation to what I am looking to accomplish in the gig economy, because it seems like your company is going to go under anyway and you're shit people and you only have yourselves to blame when you lose effectively everything. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!